This picture was taken on August 4th, 1962, Marilyn Monroe's final day alive. Look at her eyes. There's something missing. Now look at this one. 1953, 27 years old. That white dress, the subway grate, the world staring, wanting, dreaming, the smile that defined an era. So what happened between these two faces? What really ended Marilyn Monroe's life? The truth is, her story was already unraveling long before that night. June 1st, 1926, Los Angeles. A baby girl is born to a mother already slipping into madness. Gladys Baker, schizophrenic, unstable, penniless. The father, officially listed but never real. Gladys insists it's someone from the studio, someone powerful who would never admit it. 2 weeks later, the baby, Norma Jean, is handed off to strangers. Foster parents. Temporary love. She's fed, clothed, but never truly claimed. By 7, she's lived in 12 different homes. 12. A childhood of constant goodbye. Then comes the orphanage. Hollygrove, September 1935. 9 years old. Dropped off with a suitcase and no one to call family. Her mother's institutionalized. Her father's a ghost. Nobody's coming. The walls are clean, the bed's made. But she feels abandoned because she is, and behind the glossy photos and future fame, there's a darkness few ever knew. Abuse repeated men in foster homes, who took what they wanted from a child with no one to protect her. She hinted at it later, but back then, no one listened. At 16, she marries Jim Doherty, a neighbor, 21. It's not love, it's survival. A way to avoid being sent back to the orphanage? Look at their wedding photo. That's not a bride's joy. It's relief, escape. For years of a quiet, loveless marriage. Then he ships out for war, and she takes a job at a factory. In 1944. A photographer comes by to shoot women at work for a magazine spread. He spots Norma Jean. That face. That light. He snaps one photo, then another. Soon she's modeling calendars, covers, posters. The world starts to notice. She's wanted at last, but not for her heart or her story, for her body. Her beauty. She divorces Doherty, goes blonde, and changes everything. Norma Jean Mortensen becomes Marilyn Monroe. Bit parts follow. A glance in the asphalt jungle, a spark in All About Eve. The camera adores her. Then the explosion. Gentlemen prefer blondes. How to Marry a Millionaire. The 7-year itch. She becomes the most desired woman on earth. Men want her. Women envy her. The studio works her to exhaustion. But beneath the diamonds and flashbulbs, she's unraveling. Pills to sleep. Pills to wake. Vodka in between. The machine is devouring her. 1954, Joe DiMaggio. The baseball hero marries the movie goddess. America's dream couple. But it's not a dream, it's control. Joe can't stand her fame, her image, her body belonging to every man's fantasy. 9 months later, it's over. Yet he never truly leaves her. He'll return when no one else does. Then Arthur Miller. The intellectual. She falls for his mind. He seems to see her, really see her. She studies acting, converts to Judaism, tries to be taken seriously. Critics sneer, but she's brilliant and some like it hot still. The marriage cracks, miscarriages, depression, pills, and a screenplay. The Misfits written by Miller, about a woman losing her mind. He's writing about her and she knows it. They divorce soon after. At 5, Marilyn is considered finished, difficult, unreliable, on Something's Got to Give. She's late, forgetful, fragile. The studio fires her. But behind the gossip columns, something darker brews. Affairs with the Kennedys, John and Robert, secrets, whispers, wiretaps. Marilyn knows too much. Talks too much. The fantasy has become a threat. August 4th, 1962. Her last day, a quiet morning. A few calls, a massage. Nothing unusual. Night falls. Her housekeeper notices the bedroom lights still on. The door locked. She calls her doctor. He breaks a window. Finds her face down, naked, phone in hand. Empty pill bottles on the floor. She's gone. 36 years old, the coroner says. Overdose, suicide. But too many questions remain. Why the delay in calling the police? Why no pills found in her stomach? Who was she calling? And what did she know that was too dangerous to survive? Look at her final photos. The ones from that last shoot. She's smiling. But that's not Marilyn Monroe anymore. That's Norma Jean, the orphan, the abandoned child. Still waiting for someone to love her for real? At her funeral, Joe DiMaggio bans Hollywood, bans the Kennedys, bans everyone who used her. For 20 years, he sends roses to her grave. 3 times a week. The man she divorced, the only one who never stopped loving her. Here's the heartbreak. Marilyn Monroe had everything the world tells us to want. Beauty, fame, money, desire. And she died alone, in the dark with a phone in her hand. Nobody answered. Look again at those 2 photos. The goddess in white, and the lonely woman at the end. The world loved Marilyn, but Norma Jean just wanted to be loved back, and she never was. Thanks for watching. If you felt something from Marilyn's story, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this.